Man, 6 big blinds. I want to get in there, I don't want to fold 9-7 suited.
So tempting.
I think the worst hand we're playing here.
Calling?
Yeah, calling. Is this is close. I think we call all of our pairs here. And then something like this. Do you go any tighter, Abe? Or do you go any wider? I mean,
for 6.
Yeah.
I probably, Queen Jack's close. But you have so many chips.
We do.
Yeah.
I feel tempted to want to throw in one or two of these bad boys here.
For how many big blinds?
For 6.
10-9 suited? You
call? I'd rather go King 9 suited than 10-9 suited.
Okay.
Just because of high, I'd rather have the high
value. Yep.
Yeah. You don't want to run into, I don't know, Queen 9 suited and Jack 9 suited.
What we want to run into is 9-8 suited. So let's put it in, baby.
There we go.
All right. Yeah. So I'll throw in a King 9 suited. I think it's this range. I think this is a flat 100 range too. Actually.
Yeah, it's big enough. It's big enough.
Because it's we would flat this and then sometimes fold, and then a lot of times fold to small blind, rejemming.
Hopefully not a lot of the time.
But we would almost never fold to the big blind, right?
Yeah. Always calling that.
Yeah, so I feel like hands that I would flat here that would fold to small blind.
That's why I would kind of want to lean towards folding Queen Jack.
But I don't think they're going to be rejemming enough, though.
Yeah, but the time, I don't know, it does so poorly in that spot.
Yeah, I get it. I feel like the hands that I am, I feel like I'm gonna.
I would probably keep King Jack in, but I don't know, Queen Jack.
Queen Jack's close.
Yeah, but you know what? It's a marginal call. Nothing for a lot of chips, but it could be a lot. 40K is going to be like a 30-year stack in that spot.
I think these are all the hands that we're flatting on button, and then folding to a small blind regem.
You're gonna call off with ace jack suited?
I tend to think so. I mean, it's close. It's close.
That's a chunk. 70.
I know. It is. It just feels too strong to flat and then fold. But maybe it's right though. Maybe it's right because his regem range should be
because you're essentially going from calling this and still having a 90 stack to calling it, and if you lose, you have a 40K stack.
I mean, do you think this is the range that he does it with? Do you think he goes any wider than this when we flat button, and then he shoves these hands?
The type of player he is, I think this is pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So ace jack suited doesn't do actually really good at all.
No.
The more that we think about his range.
So what do you have?
7-9 of spades. But if we type in ace jack, yeah, it looked awful there.
But ace queen suited. is way better. It's ace queen suited is we're never folding ace queen suited, right, Abe?
Ace queen suited? No,
We're never flatting this and then having him shove and fold.
what was the range you had him at?
There's Ben.
Tens plus ace jack suited plus ace jack off plus.
I think he's gonna probably rip it in with nines.
Yeah, we can put him on nines too.
I mean, if I was sitting there, so he has.
Look how much equity we dropped from ace queen suited to ace queen. So ace queen off, we have 42.7 against their range. And with ace queen suited, this is where we go up to. We go up to 3% extra equity, additional equity. It's so sick.
Really? Just
Crazy
because
how
they're
suited
suited?
card changed.
Yeah, just because they're suited. Exactly. That's like how much the value of like our equity goes up, like
For 2 suited cards.
just for them being suited alone and nothing and nothing else changing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I plugged in that range to ICMizer,
Uh-huh.
and it was saying that for our basically our full range, versus what he has, saying that ace jack suited. I mean, I didn't put in like all those like the initial shove or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just basically put in his range and what we would do, like what would we shove over it, and doesn't like ace jack suited and like ace jack off aren't doing too well versus that range.
Right.
While it's like tens plus ace queen suited, ace queen off,
Okay. So yeah.
and then like 8s, 7s, 6s are all like pretty marginal, like break even calls for us.
Yep, that's why I put our range at like this for calling off. So these are the hands that we would be flatting this versus this all in, and then not folding versus the small blind all in.
Yeah, I think that's better. Taking out ace jacks.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, those are what we aren't folding, and the other ones are just what we're flatting and then folding to a shove.
If we're just opening button, I don't think I ever fold ace jack though. What do you think?
Button versus blind?
Yeah, if we're just opening here and he just jams on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not folding ace jack there.
Yeah, that would be
That's
pretty tough.
Yeah, I think it's just too strong, button versus blind.
But I think it's also player dependent. I think if he's just never ever shoving,
Light.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that matters. I
Yeah,
think I can't
especially-
fold ace jack there if I know the dude just has freaking
He hasn't played a hand in an hour.
that range.
I have the HUD stats on this actually.
Yeah, if the guy's only range is what we're looking at right now, like then I can fold ace jack.
Then ace jack is very awful.
Yeah.
Okay, what day was that? Oh, Sin State. Let's do Sin State. I'm trying to pull up the HUD stats for this. It was September 3rd, 2018, as I recall. Perfect. Okay, so and this was 7-9 suited.
If you open
So I'm just gonna look at my HUD stats. So I'll actually put it up here. How do you guys like this background, by the way?
It's so pretty.
Badass.
Pretty cool.
What to call when there's like a 6 big blind jam from that position? What we should be flatting here and then folding to a shove, or calling the shove?
Oh, like if somebody behind shoves?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we calling when they rejam? What are we folding when they rejam?
Gotcha.
And we don't have any hands on this guy right here. We have 49 hands on this guy that says this guy is the biggest nit in the whole wide world.
Yes, sir. We're folding ace jack to him probably. Well, we can't. We can't. Well, I don't think we can at that point.
Hands isn't enough.
At that point, because we've already got so much money in. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It gets
When he
really
coolers
stupid.
us, he gets paid.
Why does it get so complicated?
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel like the more I think about it, the more I want to just open fold ace jack here.
What?
Like I mean, not open fold, but like fold to the shove.
Really? To 6 bigs? You full ace jack?
With these people behind and having to call off this guy's shove with queen jack.
You
Well,
mean queen jack? You said ace jack.
No, yeah, queen jack is what I said.
Yeah.
No.
You said ace jack.
Ace.
No,
You said ace jack.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why. Why do you think I'm freaking out?
I was like,
that's not what I meant.
I was like,
All right.
So,
like,
like,
Lappy
yeah.
hasn't folded ace jack this year.
So we would be going with all these hands, or not going with them, but like calling all these hands.
Do you have any stats on like 6 big blind shover on the HUD? Maybe queen jack.
I have 49. I have 49 hands on them. They're 10, 11, 11.
Okay. I probably wouldn't call queen jack. But
Yeah, you think they're gonna be like super tight here?
just combined with that, you can get shoved on from the blinds, and the fact that if they're 10, 11, 11, I mean, it's a very small sample, but I probably would just let the queen jack go.
Yeah, I like it. So we'd be calling this 15%, and then we'd be folding. We would be folding all of this stuff. We would be folding 10. We'd be folding 2/3 of the time.
To the shove of the small blind, is that what you're saying?
To a shove from the small blind. Yep.
Okay.
And I assume once we're flatting the all in here, we're never folding to big blind. Just because we put in like half their stack. Is that correct, guys?
Yep.
What do you think, Benjamin?
For show.
Yeah, just because of the price and everything. So
Yeah.
I like it.